Oh, yeah.
Darling was on the motorcycle, and she put the little chip on the George the cat's collar.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
That's why I'm telling you.
And that's
they're probably all working together because
I can't believe it's only yesterday.
the vice president is probably the main person, and then the other person, and then the cat is like, I rule the world.
Okay, so
I can tell it's recording because there's a little thing that says recording and a little flashing light. Yeah.
So that happened, and then the president and his fiance were like, "We're gonna get married anyways," and said, "Invite Darla, darling. We don't care." And they said they're gonna wear the green dress. Remember all the secrets that got out at the beginning of the story?
Yeah. That's evil.
Yep.
The evil Darla darling.
Yeah.
Evil.
So, chapter 9, the last chapter. The
Dun, dun, dun.
That's unnecessary, Bono.
Ready, Drew?
Yeah.
Casey peeked out from behind a tent pole to check out the rose garden. Wooden folding chairs had been set up on the lawn. A long red carpet ran up the aisle. Casey's and her mother's green dresses were the same color as Marshall's vest and the president's bow tie. A platform had been placed on the back of the garden for the band. They played happy tunes while the guests waited for Lois to walk down the aisle. At the other end of the red carpet, the president stood by Reverend Murphy waiting. "Doesn't the president look nice?" Casey said. Casey said to Marshall, "He looks great, but I feel dorky in this vest," said Marshall. "I think it's cute," Casey said. "Yeah, right," Marshall said. He held one end of the long green ribbon. The other end was tied to the ring box attached to George's new white collar. George lay on the carpet, chewing on his ribbon. His tail flipped back and forth. "Please don't run away again," Casey begged him. The wedding ceremony started. Then it was time for Casey and Marshall to walk George forward with the rings. As they marched slowly along the carpet, Casey smiled at the vice president, Arnold, and Yvonne. Darla Darling sat with the other reporters in the press seats. She was busy taking notes. She wasn't even watching the wedding. Casey almost giggled, wondering where she parked her motorcycle. Casey stopped at the end of the aisle. Marshall stood next to the president. George rolled over onto his back and stared at the crowd. The band started to play the wedding march. Casey's mom walked down the aisle in her beautiful dress. Everyone stood and clapped. When Reverend Murphy nodded, Lois passed her bouquet to Casey. Then Marshall opened George's little box, handed the wedding rings to the president. The couple said, "I do. I now pronounce you husband and wife," said Reverend Murphy. So here's Casey and Marshall and George.
And the cat.
Gamble.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Look at his name. It says, "Hello, is it me you're looking for?"
Because I just wanted to.
What was
If we get
No,
to come back to school, can we act it out? Someone says, "I now pronounce you."
out this book?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be so fun.
I want to be Casey. Does she have? I feel like Casey looks like she has red hair for some reason.
I want to be the girl.
You'd have to go
The
back
tiny
and
girl.
read there.
You know, better you could be Darla Darling.
Oh.
That's not happening.
All right, let's finish.
Okay, then you can be the cat.
Ready?
I'd rather be a dog.
"I now pronounce you husband and wife," said Reverend Murphy. The president kissed Casey's mom, and everyone cheered. A few minutes later, the chairs were moved away, and a wooden dance floor was laid over the grass. Waiters brought out food, and the band began playing dance music. Casey watched the president lead her mother into the dance floor. Once they had begun dancing, all the guests joined. Casey smiled when he saw Arnold dancing with Yvonne. Casey walked up to Marshall. "Do you want to dance?" she asked. Marshall set his punch cup on the table. He looked into Casey's big green eyes. Then he ran out of the rose garden as fast as his legs would carry. The end.
Prize.
Miss Campbell, Brinley's name says, "Yes, I am looking for you."
You silly.